I me say, yeah, yeah, yeah. This are the real talk show. Wisdom for all. With Mr. Palace, I me say, hey, hey, hey. This are the real talk show. Now we speak the facts them. Mr. Palace, I me say, hey, hey, hey. This a Palace on the real talk show. I me say, hey, hey, hey. We touch any topic, you know. I me say, hey, hey, hey. This a Palace on the real talk show. I me say, hey, hey.
Good night, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Real Talk Show in beautiful Lord's Bank Village. We're in Studio J. Fitzgerald Palace Joseph, and my co-host to my left is David
Yearwood.
they like your middle name. And see you got that old man look there. You could have old man look. I tried that. I mean, I told you. We didn't try to play the wall. We try to play young. You got that. You have name, right? With that name. Fedora. Now old man hat.
I know. A young boy, weird, no?
Okay, folks. So we're going to talk about little cycling tonight. We got some different topics that we tonight for deal with. Go through it quick though. The guns race. The guns have a Thursday race.
No, like 157 or
157 win. Anybody asked me when I start back at for what? I was going to have 1,000 and change. I could miss 50. Is I was not doing this right now. I'm listening to the real talk.
Yeah, I think you've seen all that stuff.
Let me find it.
Was it last week?
Last week, yeah.
And that's the one that Judge was.
Thursday, I think.
I try to remember right now.
Mr.
I don't have a G floor.
Yeah, Mr. Gonzalez there.
It was open.
No, open on Thursday. Let me close. No, but I don't have it there. And I did put in a go gun shot. Gun shot. My AB race. Why who win? Why? No win the video?
I didn't think you put it. You sent it to the chat.
And I said the chat.
Last week's Sunday's race also. This last Sunday right here.
This time, Roque Matos won. AB
right, yeah. Roque won.
So Roque Matos was first. Second was Skinny Vernon. Third was D Wade. Fourth was Jairo Campos. And fifth, well, little brother, I don't feel him right.
I can't remember his name. He's right strong.
It's a Lozano though. Yeah. He's driving good.
I think they may have the paper too.
So
it's at 5.
Yeah, in the B, Roque D Wade double dip.
I'm not a fan of that double dip.
B. So Roque was first B, D Wade second B, and Warren Corey was third B. I don't know who in there.
So a B won the A race.
Yeah. I can't even say that about gravel. We got a gravel win. Gravel win. No, this is a different race. We mix up.
I know Roque won last.
It's a B. It's a B. This one, I think. Yeah. So that is only a B together. Right there. So Roque won the race overall and won the B. That's where young Michael Campos come. The Campos come. When they got Marisha Pepper, I think when they go to video.
So tell me some this week this race will be A and
B
also?
Open. And then they got A prize and B prize. I seen it too. The B man, it's like the B man get the top 3, you got triple dip. Okay, you go second, third. If you come like break and go third, you go third, first B and first A. You got triple dip. So we did. So Mr. Gonzi, I like Mr. Gonzi. Triple dip. You go double dip too, because you could beat the A again too, and double dip. So that'll be 150.
Can A double dip?
In an elite, you can go third.
No, but in an open race, can A double dip?
Yes, they go with
No, I'm not talking about if they're racing in elite. I'm saying that if you have just A and B, can an A rider double dip
No.
in an A and B race?
Can't double dip.
So why can a B double dip?
Because you can find a lower class. That's where you
Okay.
go. That's it's very well.
I'm just pointing.
No,
You know what?
but your point mute though.
Right.
International say you ride it though. As long as you ride it, they can mass start. If you know how double dip, they say start the race separate. Loan B together, no double dip. Loan A, loan elite. But you can't have a mass start. I expect that the lower class can double dip. I can't win the race. If I be win the race, you can win the race. You can say okay, you can't get first place, you can't get first A. Who only $20 for B?
No, you win the race.
Type of fool, man.
If you win the race, you win the race. So
What prize I get?
B. But we'll get the prize who come in first in the race. That's what I'm saying. I just show you that. I show you.
So you be like DVD.
So the way how I see it, it's more beneficial for being a B rider.
Well, if
I'm being realistic here.
If I meet the criteria, but not anybody a B. B have more older guys. B class level all are shit riders in a B. If a shit rider a B, and if all are a B.
They don't age me for go to B then.
No, okay, you got some people when 50 a B. You got someone with 52 with there.
Okay.
But then I shit one, they were shit riders too. You're not going to do then a B too.
What is considered shitting? By your definition. What to
make we know this. Well, it's a 100 for you, same way. So listen,
you trying to tell me if you get second, third, fourth, fifth, and but don't win, you're shitting?
Yeah, I think so. You can write 100 for every time I win none.
I scared of your standards, man.
Alright, so now we don't they make fast shoes there. You have a fast shoes there?
That's something new.
You start already, and then after that, the
West.
You start back in there. As you win this week, boy. Got the win last week.
G-Flow again.
You don't think G-Flow no win, boy?
No, man.
I'm telling you, G-Flow no win last week.
Really? How that happened?
Yeah, hold on. This is okay.
When you come on,
cut.
Orion cut one?
Cut. Who's second? Only lot of riders being right, man. Rosados. Rosado was second. Fernando Rosado was second. Only that big it for it. Rosado, who got third? No way. Third, Libera, Richie Rosado. That's when the big guns now come out. G-Flow now come out to play then.
That's what I'm saying. They probably wait for the race Sunday. Because remember, that was last Tuesday and then the Hills race went this Sunday.
Well, that long before, though, you know. That's strange.
Alright,
and then Baby Chav fundraiser race made Sunday. That then I back on him? Okay.
So he won his own race?
Yeah. Chav won.
G-Flow got what? First, second, third? And they get
once again, man. How when I got
I think the last set of stuff we got was from let me see.
I mean, that's the really confusing car. I don't know who when I send a prize there. Like his first prize right there. But I mean, first, when you fan digital. Second look at Team Jaggers. Third I'm a Taximan. Honest Taximan, right? Honest Taximan. Find out bunch of money taxi and give out the people there. Then again name Honest Taximan. This might have been the weekend was portion of that race. But I don't say who. They don't show me who come after that though. Baby Chav win, no? Sure.
You sure let me put some. I think G-Flow might have dominated the race, man.
I know that I didn't go 1-2. I'm not sure if they come second fall away.
And this is what? This is the second or the third annual?
I think the second.
Chavaria fundraiser.
They are going to cycle fall away and see if they got it there. But I see the term, no see. I'm gonna pull up the thing, man. I'm gonna pull up the thing, bedroom.
How much miles? How much miles?
The one lap's about 30 miles.
30 miles.
30 miles, yeah. Yeah, so anybody don't like send the report there, bedroom. In a cycling for it, so.
You look like not too many elite men in a race either, pal.
Think so?
Yeah, I found where the lineup of the city, yeah. And a mixture.
Travel, don't send me a report of the race, so I can't.
For some reason, elite not like Ride Hills race.
Yeah,
they don't get the same crowd when it's on the field.
And this earlier show, Oscar Kiosk, right to look at Oscar Kiosk.
Yeah, Oscar, yeah. And Oscar look like he pace himself. I think he probably prepare for January 1st.
Yeah,
From what I'm seeing he's doing right now, right? That team,
I think Bill Javon, no?
that team,
that
team still, Valvoline is still intact?
I think so.
I just ask us, I know, you know.
Valvoline, well, that race.
Man, I had to call you, brokers, I don't know where Ghana, I know like the coaching thing for you, and you mentioned nothing, look like you just throwing the toil. I try wonder why
Sissy baby child should bike. Come by yourself.
Why would you shoot bike when you're sprinting? Nobody that sound like a photo of that.
They try make sure that they got
make sure nobody behind her.
clearance.
He come by himself?
Look so by yourself.
Really.
You look at Bob Gable may have left SPD. I went to ride for Shatters. Running Shatters.
Really?
Yeah.
How that work? He's still on a contract.
They're not saying contract.
Man, you know. But Shatters have a team where?
So like a George Jr. Too many Fumes. You know, he was a little better.
Yeah, right.
They got about 3 man in a weekend warriors in a bunch.
Okay.
So I guess Bob must have joined that.
But me and SPD I get weak now a little bit. They still got smokes, but
yeah.
I can imagine Balan right now.
They cry.
I won't say he cry, but it
Full up my chair.
it
Balan will cry.
no more black in the back.
Yeah, boss.
Because when Bob go, he could just sit down. That's
okay, no, Balan, you gotta get up and chase because Bob is in the front.
But I want to see Balan the chase Bob too. That would be weird, right? You're a team man and you're afraid of the chase XT man. Balan, you want to chase Bob after this? Maybe Bob just right when he go to the States, man. I don't say the first PD, just like that.
Come on, your official car, but
really?
the owner,
sponsor
said he said finish go.
Oh, nice.
Welcome to our newest member to the team, Running Shatters.
Because I think Bob is so funny. Bob look like he really, like the last 2-3 years, I noticed he really step up the game. He take it serious and he really ride strong. Like he got
Bob is international too,
to be honest, Bob, man, I want to start beat that drum, man. I understand how they got you that weekend or the next one.
Why not?
Bob don't know weekend or I stop a fool. Don't make we go there. You really think
Bob for the tree.
I could 90, but just tell me what abilities you have.
But okay, listen to me.
They
got to the same I cut two you are part of Bob.
Listen to me.
Tell me now.
But I'm telling you, in Belize, the standard no go by ability. Bob is not a weekend warrior.
Have to be he's a member of the club, Bones Club and weekend warrior. Because he's in the club. I mean, he's not.
Yes, he is in the club.
All right. So how you want
to
based on his ability?
Based on his ability.
You tell me now. You how much money you have thrown that weekend was then?
I don't throw nobody out there.
Okay, good.
But I'm saying based on about like 2 years ago, I call him say because he ride half an hour, he got a key, he live there, he ride on 2 weeks, he rest. Then I call him say weekend warriors. But lately we've been going international, coming back riding. Bob no just second team I'm between me and you. In nationals. Where you come second team Alfred Parks.
Well, okay, listen to me now. You and I Bob the win less race now at the club than he was winning, so we had to race now. Okay, man?
Yeah, he win less race, but I don't know if that.
So when he win all the race, he win 12 races straight, then I'll show now.
Well, the reason why he win so because if you notice most of the time the race never Bob lose because they beat and finish. They're not like they dominating like that. But if you watch throughout the race,
you need to win.
the amount of thing when you do in the race before.
The race for him, he win that good. It's not a flat race though. You blow everybody and come by yourself. But you know that now. Simply mean that riders improve to and know for ride against Santo. You have to know for ride, yeah. As you go, you have to chase her. You make it go a beat of 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I think you have to check the race done. So they just learn how to ride out of you. That's what they do. How to learn how to beat her. Right now, the whole correct battle. Throw on the land of beat her, my bedroom.
No, I wouldn't say throw out, but if I go by his abilities, plus for me, if he could challenge himself, and I've been said that for years. And I've been said for years that Bob ride elite, he might not dominate because he don't have maybe the sprint finish, but Bob would ride elite and Bob would be one of top elite abilities. Because the Ghanaian kind of abilities there. You know that, the Ghanaian ability there, man.
He's good.
You know? But we're going to let alone for right now. Because why notice how Weekend Warrior set up? We know how Weekend Warrior set up. Now a little lead thing they go on the table and a lot of man they get backdoor secretly. If they feel like one man and dominate, they bring somebody in for beater. And if they feel like one terrain want to suit certain man, they bring in certain people for beater. That's me speaking from what I say.
Okay.
If they feel like the most dominant man good on the flat, they make it on the hill. If they feel the most dominant man good in a 40 miles, they make it 50 miles. You just, you know what I'm saying? Because look on you, just like what you tell me right now.
Who want to dominate?
Just like you tell me right now, they have a race coming up. We have a race coming up and we'll talk about it later on today. The race that's coming in September 22nd, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But I'm saying, where race you come from? Spanish to come. How much miles did I give you?
Well, 50 at 55 miles.
No, but you say about 70, because you say
Oh, they want to boom.
I said they come to boom. What is the first thing you say?
I know right.
What you know already?
I know.
You have Weekend Warrior?
No, I don't have condition for 70 miles.
Okay.
I break.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
So to really suit certain man now.
No, I'm fool. Make I do it. I fool. Sorry. Apologies. No, man with the guys can't set me up.
No, but no, I'm saying set you up, but I'm not showing you. 70 miles want favor. Put it like this: 70 miles want favor certain people. My understanding that Weekend Warriors. Let me tell you what I say about Weekend Warriors. When I first started ride Weekend Warriors, there was a class. I don't know if it was in the bylaws, in the books, whatever. I said that Weekend Warriors not for race no more than 50 miles. Remember that? First time they did a part and then they say the race not for be no longer than 50 miles. You remember that storyline there?
I think so, yeah.
All right. But that race became longer because they knew that making it longer would favor certain man, because they knew that certain man they put in a certain amount of miles. Because look about it, you know, it's fair. If you're on a Weekend Warrior and you go on 9 to 5 and you're 50, 60 years old, you don't know, you can't go and go put in the amount of miles for competing at 60 miles really. Because you know you need to leave it a condition. Now the Weekend Warriors will have that advantage there for ride for 60 miles and 70 miles. He won't get the edge over you. But if you put it at 40, you could make adjustment to prepare for 40 miles. So even though if the guy prepare for 60, you still won't get the play if you were to compete with him. But once the race get longer, we don't know already. Most Weekend Warrior man, like I said, 70 miles. If you do 70 miles in our race to the top or what? 3 hours and something. 3.5 hours.
You do that, you.
But a long time. And then you get bored too. Because once the race separates itself, the guys will get drop on. They'll back to the whole man, then they go slow. So it's better keep it 40, 50 miles range and make it excited. I like one thing I must say about the Thursday races that Mr. Guns have. I like the speed of it. Because I never get bored and excited from start to finish, because a man could run 24, 25 miles an hour because they shot. But you put that same race thing and put that 60 miles or 50 miles on, they start, they go one spell and they go 17, 18, you understand? Because it become long. You see? Okay. So that's why I say that. They should keep that class, the 40 and the 50 mile thing. I didn't say 40 miles. Would have been good. Right? But that don't favor certain people also. Yeah. 40 miles and favor sprinters.
Well, I'm in a shape, so I need ride because of you.
Yeah.
I can't, if I need training, I won't fool myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the
so you think you prepare for now, Ellen?
No 70 miles. That's August on a weekend. And take 3 weeks for try. Chase some miles for try, right? I can't ride it. I'm right.
You have weekend, you do 100 pounds Saturdays.
I'll take the time right now because I don't know the race. I am in the race, they are race out, and I come back and catch it. I'm going to do this now, I'm going to go at 2,000. You say 150. That's the man a lot of race, right? Not a race they had me for right. Upcoming races that we know, a big 26th of September, the Barbara too. Memorial. From Spanish to come to city. If they come through Boom and come Nyland, it'll be about 70 miles. If you come through straight to BDC, it'll be about 55 miles. It's just like the weekend rides cross country. We go from. You got it? The weekend rides cross country, how much you go?
I don't remember.
I go 6, you go about 9 to 10. I hold the next week when you go for Cairo. I go 30. The different.
But you never control Boom.
Come on, Cairo. Because I'm going from Cairo.
But we know you never come there because the way you come from. You
long
come there back.
Wait too long.
You 30 minutes from the head. We want to me.
But you should make 30 man for you.
Exactly. But I'm saying they're not shape that. Bad decision.
Me, I don't mean
you
that
have the
decision.
second. I did try to find you. You have a second to your last man, and I can get her back there. You.
Okay, then you miss it.
The far right now the trap exactly. But when you are split, I don't want to give it so much very strategy because people listening, the people might raise case. But if you got 60
are you for me?
See, bicycle race are like this. It's just like on bike.
I could handle this as me personally.
Right. There's a weak link always. And if there's 60 riders and you position 45, anywhere where that weak link come between that first 45 man, if you're not there, you won't be part of that. You understand? Because you have to come from when the alright, say the weak link that the 22 guys in, you got one weak link, one separation. You think about it, you have to get the front to the upper the separation there and then start bridge to the 22 man, and that's how we catch we get caught in a tsunami.
And then the week after I be the tornado, that's the gun that got the king and the knot. Which starts from Carmelita village.
Wow, that's a good ride.
Just start there and bowl up.
I could tell anybody that race them not easy. You see that smart, that shot and sound like a shot. That terrain there.
Was 70, that's no shot.
Boy, the breeze and the heat.
But say again, they can't set me up.
What time that's that?
This the big difference that we know when you ride 70 miles with Lola, we can ride the long gun. But this is an open race. You can't manage race time with a gun. This race is not for weekend riders and guns. It's an elite race. And invite or no? Understand?
It's gonna be like just the reason the elite one separate themselves, and if a weekend where a guy get lucky and go with them, and that's the race. The weekend where have their own race in the back.
Okay, good.
They give away separate A and B prize. How many prizes for B and A?
I think I separate prize. I don't know.
Not known yet.
I don't know how much, but yeah, prize.
That should be.
The video our brother Barney Brown was in Houston and had a quick urgent operation.
Emergency surgery, no?
We got a call from I think his wife earlier this evening, said that he's out the operation theater apparently. Doctor said everything went well, so
speedy recovering.
We are thankful to God for that. Prayers help.
Yeah, man, I'll be fine, man. Man is strong and determined, so he'll be fine.
That video quickly before we go to Mirror, quickly. Caleb, how much you got there? Maybe we'll touch quickly. See the government fiasco for the piece of land that caused a big rift. But
I don't want to really fully understand what's going on with it.
Well, basically, people are saying that government buy the land to put the hospital for Belmopan. We operate the hospital for Belmopan. That hospital for Belmopan that definitely dilapidated and that need for go. So I did anything for one build a new hospital. Now, the rift came when apparently the government paid $6.9 million for the property from 2 Chinaman apparently, and the people are saying that maybe they paid too much for the land because back in 2010, the same owner of the land purchased land for Recon Dev for 200 and 400, apparently 2 parcels, 200 and 400, so 605,000 total for the land, and then they sell it
14 years later, though.
Yeah, but we got that. We could make a lot of money about that video. And you know, personally, you can't tell a man who to sell the land for.
That's what I'm saying.
I
go tricky. Go both sides.
They ask me my legal opinion. I'm not a bush liar. You can't tell a man how much to sell the land for. So to me, you can't blame it. You can't blame the Chinaman wicked. The Chinaman
have nothing to do with him. He's a businessman.
He said it. If I sell my house right now for $1 million, and you want to give me, I could take it.
Your property is worth as much as whoever buying it wants to pay for it. right? We on the outside, remember now this property, if you buy 2010, it's 14 years later, right? 14 years later, you sure that land always
Appreciate.
up with time. So, right? But
We not appreciate
you
so much.
can't, right?
We not land business, so we
Right,
do that.
but who is to say that? You see what I'm saying? Who is to say that? Remember, you want what I have.
Yeah.
And if I tell you 6 million, you have a choice to pay me or not pay me. So you can't, see, if on the outside looking in, you look, but I'm saying you can go both ways, right? Because the next side could argue and say, well, you shouldn't allow for, you should get somebody to evaluate it, right?
Well, the question
So
I want to
you
ask
don't-
quickly,
you don't
government got procedure that we do when they run, when government they buy, spend the public's coffers, because the people miss mistake about government not use no money, whether for them, I want people have to know that the taxpayers' money they use.
But we don't know that neither.
Who don't know that?
What if the government is getting a grant? You've
From
thought
where?
about I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Government is purchasing land from the coffers.
Right. I understand that, but I'm saying in this particular
Land deal?
land deal, do we know if it's the
No,
government
it's
or are they
grant.
getting a grant to buy?
No,
Okay.
it's government.
Okay.
But under the reform added act, public reform added act, you're not showing that we go through anything that we do because everything is right there in black and white. There's an act where government follow when the purchase thing. And the first thing come up in when the government buy thing, that for the public notice. Government will send a notice and say, okay, we try to get land in this area, send us to landowners in a development area, we look for a 20 acres property, send in the property size, blah, 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 send them what you want for it. That's the first thing the public. So I don't know the whole roof, the first thing the reporters kind of loads it to. There's an answer question there. But why wasn't it put out to public tender?
But what
So,
did it, what
Hey, public tender, when they had again the video, everybody sending a thing, 20 landowner in the area, sending a thing, I say, I want 2 million, I want 4 million, I want 7 million, putting up money, and then the government decide then which is the best one we take.
So the question is now is what was the government side of the story? What the government said? What
But
did they say?
I'm not press conference, but
You know?
I don't want to get into that.
Man, I don't know, cause like I said, you never know the full story behind these things, pal. I mean,
yeah, because if there's anything bogus, you don't really find about it until when things change.
because also the reason why I'm saying it go both ways, right? So forget about the Chinaman, he's a businessman. You know, in any kind of business transaction, especially when you're dealing with whether it's property, house, is that somebody might see you have something, they might know that maybe what they're paying is more, but because they see the potential in it, they still purchase it. You see what I'm saying? So for instance, if somebody sell me a seafront property and they say 100,000, even if somebody tell me 80,000, right? You come to me and you said, man, this thing only worth 80 grand, but somebody charged me 100 grand. But the flip side of it and say, man, you know what? After 5 years, this thing will worth 300 grand. So you'll mind sacrifice and give up 20 extra because you know 5 years from now you get 3. You see what I'm saying? So you go. So maybe long term the government will look and okay, when they pay 6 million, but the only thing with that is that it's not like they are investing in it in terms of buy and sell.
Yeah,
Right? Then they put on hospital there.
on it, yeah.
But then by the end they did that for health too. So what is the price for that? You know what I'm saying? And when you purchase a property, there's a lot of things come into consideration. The location of the property, the convenience of the property. You see what I'm saying? The convenience of the property and stuff like that come into play. Right? Because I want to show you a perfect example. When in the 80s, you forget before what the era called before Bella Vista, where they know. Buttonwood Bay?
Buttonwood Bay.
You know Buttonwood Bay? When we were kids riding our bike and now there was nothing but bush there.
Yeah, one bush.
So the first set of people that live there probably get their land for free or little bit or nothing. But now you go there right now, piece of land, they charge 100 grand, you see what I'm saying? So it get really tricky, man. I think to me, I
just think for government, I personally think for government to do the right thing to me, the easier thing would have been to do a public notice
Mm-hmm.
and basically put in for public tenders
Mm-hmm.
where everybody, that is more transparent.
Mm-hmm.
From public tender, everybody in the area, going to put the tender. Say,
And
I
that's-
look for 20 acres probably for flat for put a hospital.
And that's why, Pal, and tell us something, and that's why I always come back to this. You say two things. One, when you no vote, right? And when you no vote, right? All them things are coming to play because the people, the power actually lie in the people in terms of determining who you want to put there.
Yeah, but
when somebody represents
but
you,
we don't put you know you can't turn a photo for 5 years.
we're right. Not only that too, but remember you trust for their judgment that whatever decision they make, they're doing it in the best interest of you.
But suppose they're not doing
But right, they can do that. They can't betray your trust. That's what I'm saying. So these are always questions that, like I say, could be questions. But I tell you, everything for us is short term. That only about that way for 2 weeks.
Yeah, blow over.
Next 2 weeks we are on some completely different. When election, we
Next
never
one
remember that.
Next one I'll
You know, we don't remember that an election that went right and anything, but that's not the best way to approach it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just showing the pattern of behavior that we have, right? That we don't have one set of things that we stand for and sit pan. And once you don't have that, and I'm saying here, I'm not even talking about politics like in party wise. I'm talking politics in general. Both parties, or if the 2 parties, if the 3 parties, basically operate under the same standards, right?
Yeah, precisely.
That for when election be the nicest person and then election go, you can't say nothing.
Yeah. As long as you don't vote for them, remember in different you are saying that you have the power, right? In your votes. But when you don't exercise that power and put them in, you don't have power again. Remember, they have power.
Right, because when you vote, you are telling Mr. John Doe that you want to represent me and I trust you in your representation of me, that you want to do the best for we or for whoever the voters are voting black.
Yeah.
So if I put you there and you go out and then you make a bad decision, right, based on self-interest, and you hurt all of we, then all we could do next time is, you know what, the next time around we'll vote different. And that's all you have to do till you find the right.
But that's why we set up a red or blue every time there's change wrong, no? That's just all you could do.
And
when you get tired of blue, we'll put you in, and when you get tired of red,
the thing is, you know, it's crazy. When we was going up, when election, you remember they used to have meetings out of Courthouse Swap. UDP used to have PUP where the guys then go out and speak. So you could have an idea actually what are they, you know, what is it I'm voting for and what am I getting when I vote? No, you don't get that no more.
Yeah, look at that.
They don't even have they don't have meetings no more.
They got a manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
When they tell you when I do, they got a manifesto.
And I truly believe that we need a new breed of politician in Belize.
We need to focus on debate as well, sure.
Mm-hmm. But I think what happened, we are not open to dialogue because we're so sensitive. We take everything personal. Right?
UDP now disarray, then they don't quarrel today.
Yeah, I say one thing that's for true with them.
They
try to pick a leader.
Pick a leader, really, they quarrel up, I think. So, they quarrel, they try to do they employ PUP for go again on next term.
And
I personally think UDP are ready for next election.
And to be honest, man, and to be honest, the 2 things I like in the government where I say right now. One, I like how then they bring in one younger set of people.
I like that.
They bring in the Kayakatus, the young boy named Pala, then they bring in, you know what I'm saying, one new face, one new generation.
Yeah, we need to focus on young people.
Exactly, and that's what I like.
UDP bringing back some old people too.
It's the same set of people.
Give it any old people, man.
You can't convince me you want to change either you're wrong because your ideology. And if you live by that for so many years, for you to change that, it's difficult.
Yeah, it would be nice if UDP.
Exactly. We need one young face of people, right? To represent. And plus, to think about it, the younger people could relate to them.
Exactly. And then
the younger people can't relate to the older.
Yeah, and then we got young voters come up. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's when I look at that, I see. But I like the direction because I see a lot of little things that the government will do. I say like cool, like I like the way I see in tourism right now. tourism really look promising for Belize. I just don't want it become so saturated that Belize become a country where only cater for tourists, so everything become expensive. And so the locals are on the struggle for try buy anything after the show because they cater for people tourism, right?
Yeah.
So that's the backdrop for that. But I still like the development and some of the ideas that they introduced. So
I can't even take a break and then finish up. Like what the video with the next election with the US election, the heat up right now. That really said good, so I come up with that. Finish up with that. Okay, folks, we're back from the break. The video, so I finish up with the race season up in the US elections. Kamala Harris against Donald Trump. Right, that Donald Trump, the video, he's not a special kid. He's a Kamala Harris, the paint picture, I put the plane and the paint people. But
artificial intelligence.
He said, but the crowd, he said, she's not going to crowd you 15,000, I think. He said, that's a lie. He said, he get the biggest crowd ever. Yeah, how many? That's why he picked it up.
June.
Is it June?
14th or 15th to 15th of June.
Why you cried when they lose?
Yeah, Gemini.
Gemini? Why you
Split
cry?
personality.
Yeah, and you cry when they lose too.
Okay.
Gemini people like cry.
I think that happened to Gemini.
I tell you, Gemini people like cry. I know it. I know a couple of Gemini people like cry.
No, but I'm saying, are you linking that to a horoscope thing? You like cry, or just like if you like cry, I like cry?
Well, Gemini people tend to walk in their own way. So when they don't get it, they cry. I'm telling you that because he cry too. And then he cried when he make a call and say, what about the minute? Yo, I just want you to find me 8,991 votes. I mean, why he bashing this week? I don't know a Republican he call it.
Yeah.
Why he bashing, boy? He say he's not a good. He say he's not a good guy. I asked him for one favor, he did it. But you know, Trump they said that he asked this brother for a legal favor. Asked him for one favor, he said illegal, but that was illegal, and he got the audacity for calling and say that he asked him for one favor. I don't do it.
Man said the thing rigged.
In the polls, Kamala beat I know, Joe.
Yeah.
Right before Biden was there, Trump the lead boy.
Yeah, I don't that poll thing get tricky though.
Nobody in the poll any correct though.
No, like just that at all. That's why
I the poll so far go through though.
no, but that's why when he lost the last election he went on like that.
He made lead?
Because he said he was leading by a lot.
I think I sleep.
So anyway, but he don't understand that they have different, you know what I'm saying, like different eras that they whatever state and they come.
That will explain to me that
different counties.
I understand electoral college. But that was
I don't know, man. To me,
because when they see you go win the election that we done, they lose the electoral college. Because you need 270 for win, Joe.
Maybe that's why he says it's rigged, because the whole electoral college thing, I don't understand it, to be honest. Because it don't make sense. Because if you got 10 million votes and I have 11 million votes, I should win automatically. I have 1 million votes more than you did.
Yeah, but you never saw that, Joe.
No, it's not.
Electoral college will come. That's why you need 270 for win.
Right, and it makes sense because, for instance, if you win,
so that you look like you go back. I got 80 million and you got 50 million, you got 30 million and everything. There's no
nothing. It's who win the most electoral college. Yeah.
Oh.
So it put you in a bad spot because check this out. If you win, like if you win like maybe Arizona, a Las Vegas, right? A Michigan, where they'll get
because some make more, Joe. I just only get 6, I only get 20.
And then you go and win, and I win Pennsylvania.
You get 20.
I probably just me winning one can
pass to 4.
Exactly, or split.
You can miss on 4, miss on state to have 4 and 6 electoral college.
So
4 and 6 and somebody win one. California 20.
I think they need to get rid of that. Because that's one always create a problem.
So let's come to the votes, you say?
Who got the most votes win? That's somewhat democratic to me.
Can you make a move with that, Joe?
And still last. That's what I'm saying. So I always have that. He never had the most votes. Biden had more votes than him also.
Oh.
Right? But you say so, that's what I'm saying.
But Biden beat that condition though.
But the thing that I'm looking at, which is crazy, man, we get to a time in our life, bro. I don't understand it. I don't understand how one man can convince so much people after seeing all the evidence that something is not real, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
That stuff just don't make sense to me.
I don't know how you did that, you know.
I don't understand. I think he might go down, and after it won't be in his lifetime, can be after he die. Probably the most influential person in America
Politician?
of all time. Not even politician, it's all time. You know, it's to convince people that they stole an election from you, and they really believe that. Those people really believe that stuff.
Yeah, Ohio.
They interview people. I watch people get interviewed right now, and they're on TV said yes that they stole the last election. They truly believe that.
And they said Biden is not the president. That Trump, but Trump doesn't got Biden before it for. I what people said.
And remember, no, it's not only he. I say it's remember he went to the courts and he challenged it in the courts, and they had
he lost, right?
Right, he lost all the cases in the courts concerning that.
That case don't go. He don't lose that case. Wait till Biden forget. Those cases don't what's for.
Yeah.
He lose it.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, he might be in court still for that.
Sure, I think he finished it.
But it's so funny because I think there was a ruling that there was Supreme Court saying that they granted immunity on some of those cases.
I was surprised, yeah.
But the thing is, I'll tell you what I don't like about their system. I don't like that Supreme Court idea. Because when you become a Supreme Court judge is until you die. That shouldn't be. They should give you term.
No. Supreme Court just we got a tenor. It should be tenor. You should not be a politician after they come back to you after you renew your contract. Because you renew your contract.
So when you say you're supposed to serve here forever?
Yeah, but you see tenor. We got tenor.
That's an old system now.
10 years you are. Tenor.
So let me tell you why that's an old system.
But I the tenor though, that the politician can't come back. You go rule as politician because you got tenor for life. But when you come back and give you a job, a contract, then you are ruled to all.
But the backflip of that if you get to pick the Supreme Court judge, if you're the president and in your term of serving, there's a Supreme Court judge that is up for being picked, whether somebody die or whatever, and you pick him. I'm not saying this is the case, but most of the time, because the Supreme Court, based on how it actually should be, that the court's not supposed to lead by emotion, but lead by facts, right? They examine all the facts. They cannot put emotion or party politics into it. But I see sometimes because that ruling, right? They didn't like that ruling when they say granting immunity, because then if you are granted immunity, case, well, while he's going to exploit the loophole in the court system. So if he commit, I mean, he could look at it and say, okay, I am being granted immunity for this, and this. So he already know if he do this, and this, there won't be no consequence because he's immunity. So he can exploit that. Not saying he's doing it.
This or that. Who have the cross there? This or that wire. They're not going down for that though. So you can make it wire. And then you can use it for certain things.
Exactly.
So
but it's on a major thing. This is all right. First of all, I don't think Donald Trump is not going to go to prison. That is not going to happen. He's going to be fine. And the reason why I'm saying that is that the argument that I'm making that is he is an ex-president of the United States.
As such?
He's granted Secret Service security for the rest of his life. By putting an ex-president into a prison system, what kind of security will they give him in a federal or whatever system
they want carrying
exactly
Secret Service?
You can't. I mean, just imagine Donald Trump or any ex-president inside a prison. He probably would be on lockdown all day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
of the level of security would be so heightened just because of his background. So I feel like when all of this blow across, they're just going to charge him like a fine, maybe a hefty fine, but I don't seem like going to prison and time. I would have to see that. That would be the first time in the history of America something like that.
Yeah, prison go to jail.
So I don't think he's gonna. But it's just amazing how with all of this he attacked people from every side, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Jew, you name it. And he still become the leader of a party.
I feel like now. But first time,
But that don't tell me, you know what really tell me? That tells me more about America than it tells me about Donald Trump. It tells me that America like bad man.
as a country.
Yeah. But it's also, to me, also when I look at it, it's hypocritical because you don't want to bring race into it, but I don't see another race saying the same thing that Donald Trump did and say, and still in a position to lead and in a close election.
If a black man
For the
do that
president.
for an next party,
No,
he not the party.
no, he's done.
Yeah.
You see, he would be gone if he tried something like that. I mean, if that was Obama,
Good lad.
yeah, that won't apply. He would have definitely lose an election. I always feel like America have two farm.
I don't think that Trump in life no won't be the president. I never think about win that because I say gone.
But the thing is, the first thing is that I noticed when you're popular, and it's funny, it's not only in America, it's all over the world. Most people, whether it's in politics or in position of anything, most of the time they accumulate those positions based on popularity contest, not what they actually know. Right?
Donald Trump is popular in his party.
He's just a pop because he was a businessman first. And remember, he used to have these beauty pageant,
Yeah, you know,
stuff like that.
No strike me as a politician too.
Yeah. No, the flip side of that I don't understand now, that on the Kamala Harris side, with first black woman, right? I watched a bunch of blacks having, like, making controversial statements about Kamala Harris, that she lock up a bunch of black men, and Kamala Harris don't lock people up, bro. She's a prosecutor. And that's the problem I have with people. They put the emotion first. Oh, she's not about, well, if you're a prosecutor and a case is presented to me, I'm following the facts.
Yeah, prosecute.
And I will talk you based on fact. Kamala Harris is not there to put you in prison because you're white or you're black. It's just crap they're talking. Oh, she lock up. The person that she lock up commit crime though. You see what I'm saying? So it's not.
If the black.
I mean, she can't let you out of prison if you commit a crime, or she cannot make you go free. She has to examine and then prosecute the case. So a lot of different black people make the comment that, well, they're not a fan of her because she's seen a lot of black people in prison. And it's the same thing. To me, until what I find out, a lot of people don't follow politics on the level that they should follow it, and they don't understand. So if you get on the TV and you start spew something, it tends to go by what you say.
But I like to say, Kamala, to me, they were going to say like Obama, where a lot of Latinos and black and white people tend to like her.
Well, the same thing they did to Obama. If you notice, there's a lot of blacks that don't like Obama, right? They claim, oh, Obama didn't do nothing for black people, this, that. They don't understand.
Well, I think they said that about the Democratic Party and a whole.
Right. But they must remember, Paul, that a president is not the president of a particular race.
Everybody?
It's yes, for the whole country. And also you must remember that Barack Obama don't change laws, right? Whenever a law is made, you have to vote. Right? The Senate and the House got to vote on it. So even if you have a great idea for black people, if the Senate and the House don't pass it, it doesn't get started and nothing get done. So how are you going to blame Obama for that? And plus, most of the problems that they want us Obama solve is cultural problems. If when these guys look and they make decisions based on data, they're not going to address our agenda. For instance, most of the black people had the problem because they was talking about, the gang and the violence amongst black. But is this rampant in America? Is this with all races? If this was all races, it was easy for Obama come to make a statement about that, because this is messing up America. But the issue where black people have, which is a cultural issue, it's amongst black people. So how Obama want to deal with that?
Similar to believe so.
Right. I mean, you they kill each other for a black or whatever the situation is. How does he fix that?
Who can you blame?
Right, because when he look at that and he look across the broad spectrum of America, you know what he say, or not only him say, he advising everybody and say, well, listen, this is a cultural problem that only black people could fix the problem, eh? Because if I decide to pick up and go and shoot our next black man, how Obama stop that?
Like I spoke last week too that
It's difficult.
the black kids killing each other in Belize, but me
It's
can't
a
blame.
cultural
Me
thing.
can't blame people. You know, you do people for that.
It's cultural. See, I must say though, I must say on one hand that yes, sometimes the system is skewed, right? The environment is skewed sometimes against culture, black culture, right? It is sometimes you could see the biasness sometimes. But I'm saying by if your argument is to get one better position, then you have to reflect that in your action. You can't tell me that the reason why you're the killer because you don't have this when other people are subjected to that same environment.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? So if I could say, all right, so let's believe that, okay, the reason why we kill each other is that because we're poor, right? So what happened to the
Hispanic poor.
the illegal immigrants, not even the Hispanic people, but the illegal immigrants that come from Honduras, Nicaragua, and all those other countries
And they're poor too.
that is in subject to the same environment, but they're not doing that. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to look at things for what it really is rather than what we really want it to be, and that's all I see when I see
black people that we not in America that we but in our country that we I feel bad for them, but like then just cool that we like
if
why
you
why would you want just kill a black brother? And then when you kill him, your friends come back and kill you, and the cycle just perpetuate itself as well. But a lot of the fight that they go on with these guys, that we do, to me, and I don't know if
but I tell you, Paul, we had a discussion last week about the home. A lot of these things stem from, you know, when you see one guy commit a murder or shoot another brother down, that's the end results we see. But that the brew from years ago, that the brew from a 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, right? They have this saying, say hurt people. So some of the action that you see might not even be for that actual thing that just took place. Maybe that one displaced anger he had in him. You see what I'm
America
saying?
did a survey, and I think Belize did a survey too,
Mhm.
that majority of people that are committing crimes in America and in Belize, parents are not around.
Mhm.
And maybe fathers are
And
not
like
there.
I said, the thing is that you see, the thing is that
Mothers are not there.
when and this name, this is not even subjected to black or white.
So we don't, like, on this story I go. Not like on this story, you know, I go kind of start to think maybe something is wrong with the system that have caused them to go astray. When if you 2, 3 come up, mommy and daddy split up, that they don't mind you again, that deadbeat, they were way picnic. Mommy they struggle for mind you, mommy might take off and go somewhere, and then you raise up a granny, and you call that, then the gang boy and they pull you in, can they love you? Things so in a way that sometimes you can kind of be sympathetic to them.
The thing is, Paul, is this, that when you deal with hardship and you deal with pain, nobody cannot tell you how to relate to that, right? So the way how you relate to pain might be the different how I relate to pain. So my relate to pain might be different. No, I become violent because I'm in pain. You might be submissive. You might become a nicer person. So who is there to say how to relate when somebody is in pain, like economical hardship,
But
and they're backed against the wall? You see what I'm saying?
I have learned also that education plays a big role, Davido, because somebody that is educated thinks, to me, thinks wiser than someone that is not educated. Because education, you know how life is. You're perpetrating a kind of behavior that is different from someone that is not, someone that didn't finish. I mean, Davido, when you find an individual that when you finish primary school, bedroom,
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Are you here a bedroom
So-
my heart only could go with the video when I hear it.
Right, but there are some kids that choose not to go to school, right?
Exactly.
But they have some kids that drop out of school because the hardship was so much at
Yeah,
home.
they couldn't.
Right, whether they can't afford the uniform, the school books, food. You see, there's so much stuff going to that stuff, man. I think, to be honest, I think that society and parents, you have to hold parents to one. Because if between 5, 15, 16, 17, parents responsible. I believe once you get out of parents, when you become 23, 24, it's unfair to blame a parent
It's on
for
you.
your actions. But 12, 13, 14, 15,
But won't you say that
you know,
when you get the bad start at 12, 13, 14, that transform into 23?
right.
Okay, how do I fix a problem? How do we fix a societal problem that we know where kids are not with parents from 9 to 15, and then when they're 15, you expect them now for turn great citizen.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach 23, you don't think they are the same mentality that they had when they were 15. You don't think so? To me, I think that you can fix it late. If you can fix it early, done.
That's what I'm saying. So when we see something take place, it's no different milk related to cycling. If you start right at 12, 13, or perform 12 at 13, you might start see that sacrifice that you picking up bike at a young age when you come 17, 18. Because earlier, as you know, was 12, 13, riding these V handle bike, BMX bike, nobody never saw you and pay your attention. And when you win a race, they pay attention.
Yeah.
But if they look at the background, man, this man, they mess with the ride bicycle for 12, 30, it's the same way. So the end results where we see have something where take place that was being bred into them from their young, right? You see it in the environment, you see it at home, you see it everywhere, right? And when you don't have, when you don't have, when from you small, if there is nothing to nothing of fear, nothing to deter certain behavior, then when you see that action at 17, 18, and when you put that into,
Well, I
you know what I'm
don't
saying?
kids were 15, 16, I mean, and I don't kids were they're my friends as well, and I know they probably know them. But when I hear when they talk, I say, boy, we in trouble. And they buy them, and then they go to school to the video, and they drop out as a 5 or at 4.
Right, but I'm saying, I'm right, but you come back to the same
And
thing
you
when I
hear when
say,
they talk.
right, when we look at one kid like drop out of school at standard 5, right? Some of them might feel like just don't want to go to school. They want to have some people just want to resent that.
They want to be on the streets,
But there are some people that genuinely want to go,
but we couldn't.
but hardship at home force them to quit school, right? Because they're not telling you everything. They're not coming to school and say, my mommy can't buy me one uniform. I mean, just check out something like a uniform, right? And you put that into hardship. You come from a single home where your mother probably making $300 a week. Have to buy school uniform, feed herself, parent. It's not easy. So when you get that kid, that's the reason why when some kids go out and commit a crime, and the parent, even though they committed a crime, don't say anything, because that same kid that's committing a crime is bringing food on the table home because there is no food at home. So I'm saying it, when you look at it, it could go both ways. So I think that not only the kid, but you put that in with or break down somewhere in the family structure, whether the home or a single, everybody goes.
Have you ever seen where kids that were to be parents, especially some mothers, not to be young mother, but the mothers send for facilitate some of the children behavior too. Because I think I was saying because mother bear the pain of the child,
Yes,
like
they have a different connection.
they can different connection than the dad. But one father, if he's stern, one more talk stern to his kid. Okay, make it do this quick now. In a news that believes. Yeah. News that believes the video. Have you seen it that where one father come and defend his son?
Very rare.
We'll see mother though.
But most of the time, to be honest, some of the fathers is not even wrong.
I think too.
Or they don't want to show the face, because check this out.
May not be ashamed to Joe.
Right, because they might put the blame on them. Because if you're not in the home, if you see what I'm saying? If you're not in the home, you don't even in a position to speak. You see what I'm saying? How do I go on news and say when I wasn't there?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm telling you, I'm sure some part in our time is different from this time.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of us raise up the same way with single home, right?
I'm gonna exhort men, Davido, right now. Men, I don't know, someone of men, bedroom men, I don't really let down society, or let people down, or let me down bedroom. That Davido, you just make picnic out there, and just say hop from woman to woman, making child, and just not take care of picnic bedroom. Now how we do that as men? Davido, you take care of children, I take care of children. Why we take care of children and others don't take care of children, Davido? But Davido, this is my thing though. For me, small family group now. People are saying, perhaps how you one kid or two kids. My first thing, Davido, I don't know. Child is expensive to mine, Davido. I could add 1 on 1. Why would I want a 10 picnic? So they punish, and I got 10 picnic. So when I say, man, just jump from woman to woman, and just say, create children, and then I see when just walk away, and somebody bedroom, someone will look like they're lucky to meet Davido because they will be 5 different women. Davido to meet the punish now as a woman. If our brother, if I look over so our brother breed Sheila, that brother can no mind Sheila picnic. He can go bring me Davido as a woman though. I blame woman too. I blame men. But woman too, how you go blame, how you go breed Sheila, Maggie, Shantia, and you don't mind none of you pick today. Are you enough class and me and breed me too? That woman not too, woman not really connecting to the video. They are part of the problem as well. You go have BFA and get injection the video. You get the injection. Where are they again? Who not pick them in again? The contraceptive. Contraceptive, mami ko lang ang picnic. Huh? Contraceptive, nag injection, you can get 1 injection, 1 way you can't breathe. So you see me better, and so how you look like you are in a today? Go get an injection, go get a shot at BFLA, go get 1 year shot, and then he can't breathe you. So you not be part of the problem of creating that same problem where you talk about right now, that video.
I want to tell us something to also, pal. And it sounds crazy to say, but it's the truth. Sometimes pregnancy is a part of emotion too, as people believe that if they have a child, that they make them happy. Seriously, especially women who don't have kids.
Women?
Yes, because just say so, you meet a guy, you get old. We start to talk, they go both sides a woman. She live by herself, don't have no kids, right? Eventually, she wants her to go home by herself. In her instinct, she might think, you know what, if I got 1 child and then you put that into a guy with the singing in your ears, man, I want you to have a child for me. So you go both ways, you see what I'm saying? And not knowing that that can create the most problem, because remember, if that is based on emotion, most of the time when that happens, you are wrong.
The men?
Then they are wrong, because you're not doing, there are females and there are males. Both ways it work. Where females would be like, you know, man, I hear female in comment say, oh, I want to have a baby for him. That's emotion, right?
You have men. Maybe
and men do the same thing too. Yeah, I see one thing, but I always said, growing up, like when I get older and I look back, Latane man.
But that have kids, so many run away from kids.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But you know why?
So far run away from kids.
Yes, all the time. But you know what? Most of them guys, they try and trap their girls too, because they don't know that people are going past that, but they already know that if they get a woman and a child, whether they run, that make everybody back up.
Yeah,
so exactly. If you know a young girl and everybody likes you because you pretty and you get pregnant, what happen? All the guys that was saying hello, stop saying hello. You see what I'm saying? Guys doing anything. You see what I'm saying? So the man they do it and the woman they do it. You go both ways, right? They chop you up. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get older, you find out the trick. Boy, now a trick they run for me. Didn't I show you the thing with this? I show you. I think I sent you the stuff today where this girl got married to the co-founder of Google,
Okay, good.
right? And
Yeah, Bill, sure.
exactly because
was like
well,
that,
that's what I'm saying. People in things for all kind of reason you will never know until you take the risk because relationship is a risk. You know that's not guaranteed to work. Just like kids are not guaranteed. You could give your kid the best thing, and most people make that mistake. Oh, I got a nice kid because I give them everything. That don't make sense. I be a good kid. I see kids go to school like with BMW and Mercedes at the States and take one and shoot up the whole classroom. It don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? But we use that. We believe that if you give one child everything you want, or you give them nice things that make you know that not go, but it's a risk, man. You never know when it'll turn out to be. You ever see kids when their parents spend their last penny when they get big, they cuss on their mom and move out and don't even look back when they pray and don't help their parents. That happens all the time too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I've seen that.
So you work. The society, man, if you're not groomed to do that, that's one raising one child a hard work. Because there's a lot of things that come with that. From showing them their homework, teaching them right and wrong, showing them that they are successful people because people believe that if you have an education, you are a big success. That's not true. I know educational people are hanging out on the block. This is what I'm saying.
Bomb, we got a bomb.
So you know what? You remember that man when he was growing up?
St. John's.
You remember that guy when he was growing up on the Kinside near Jack Frost?
Yeah.
He said he was smart in school. He was very good mathematician, blah, all of that. And he became an alcoholic, hang out on the back and just drink till he did.
Bomb.
So you know, it goes a long way, man. And the thing is, no, pal, there are so many distractions.
But that we know if kids have a father around that we know, father instrumental that we know in
because they stabilize the whole home with discipline. They need one level of discipline.
Because mothers said no discipline, Joe.
They are nurturers.
That when they
They're the best at nurturing.
They were made, God made like that, Joe.
They're nurturers, and that's why when something happens with a child, they go to the defense because by nature they nurture. That's what they know.
Yeah.
We men are more heavy-handed.
Yeah.
We know forgiving. We believe in a rod.
Yeah.
Iron fist, right? And that's why sometimes in the home, the mother and the father is at odds with each other. They two start fighting because the father want to bring down the hammer and the mother the protector.
Yeah.
I see in homes.
I see mothers jump between them.
No, I tell you what mothers like to do also. If you do something wrong, you go tell your mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what your mom tell you? You say, okay, son, okay, daughter. All right, your man understand. Don't tell your pa. Don't make your pa know.
Yes,
So the pa when you hide secret, it happen all it exactly happen.
I've seen that.
Exactly happen. So now when the father soon find out, you and the mother start rift.
Yeah.
But she's a nurturer. She afraid that if she tell the father, the rod won't come down on the kid. So in other words, she don't want that.
Yeah.
So she tell us something like this. Don't do it again. You just don't do it again. You can't make up a find out.
But that way, that we don't, my point that a lot of the mothers they facilitate the crazy so they go on.
If you in a home with parents, mother and father, they both have to be on the same page. If they are at odds, it's better off living alone.
Yeah.
Because it will be worse sending mixed message. Because a child smart and know that if I do something wrong at school or at home, if I know if I tell my father they're gonna punish me, but if I tell my mom I'm not gonna get punishment, who you think I'm gonna tell my mother?
Yeah.
I don't tell my father that.
Yeah.
Right?
So if two are punish you, then you mother.
You know I say nothing. But you know I run that the mother and you run that the father because no matter which way you go, the punishment will be the same. That's why you gotta be on the same page. Yeah. They're smart, then they already know who to manipulate certain things. They're smart.
They will know.
Right? So
I just feel bad though because I just said I just personally think that okay that men that we don't for just jump for the jump for A B C D though and just say breathe out there that I don't say how and then you don't mind no like I saw guys tell me they have 40 picnic and the next person asks saying how much you take and they can answer me.
I think I think the forum
That's a
that
shame, boy.
I
For the
think
40 big now, don't take none of that video.
I think the forum that I see Chester do the what do you call it? You can have a name where you call it where the guys they meet up with each other.
Okay.
They should have that once or twice every week. You know why? Because if you're doing that, you're building one relationship amongst the people, and because one, and they communicate together, and they eat together, and they drink together. But it cannot only be when something go wrong.
Yeah, we never doing something go
No,
wrong.
it have to be every week, but it probably would be costly.
Yeah, that's it.
But if you do that, just imagine if you do that every week and you create a workshop, right? At the Civic Center workshop where these guys come in and think, eventually that one die out. Right? Because you know, it remind me.
Yeah. That video be good for fathers be a father, that's all.
And that's why they tell you sports is not only there for competition.
Yeah.
Sports in there to interact. Remember, there's one time in NBA you only had Americans playing. Now you have people from Europe, people from all over the world. And what happened? People from Europe start watch the game. People from all over the world start watch the game because they have an interest, right? It's the same way if you have. So now when you have a young child, 10, 15-year-old, even if they have something in their heart for committer to get mean when they get 15, 16 years old, by going to these workshops, they want to see that. I want child and mimic when they see, right? And repeat when they hear. So once they see this workshop and thing, that thing will just go. But remember, they already know that the only when things go bad, you come to try to make peace. So because of that, it will happen in that space of time. They grow apart again.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know.
That video when we talk about election, I mean, but that I'm a topic we need for talk about. So that's that topic we need to get talk about. So we do anything, but
yeah,
we're gonna find election. So that, but I believe Kamala win. What do you think?
I pick her to win too, but I also predict that there will be chaos. There will be chaos. Donald Trump will lose and you challenge the election, and you say that they steal, and you say like that, and you challenge it. And when you don't challenge it, you will probably go to the courts and lose the same way. He
never concede,
you know, concede, and he just want to ride off into the sunset. That and beat for him.
I don't think the one party pick again. Sure? If you're not picking
no, that's it for him. That's what I'm saying. It's over for him.
Yeah.
But some of his followers was making statement that if Donald Trump lose, they're going to be a civil war.
Oh wow.
You know what I said to this guy? You do not know American history to say something like that. He said, well, because we have more guns, bro. If any entity in America that's breeding here rise up against the government, listen to me now, there will be bodies all over that country. You hear what I'm saying?
America
serious, pardon I tell you. They're in the constitution tell you. You really that you want to talk about that they want to go about civil war. You know, you don't want to go there. Right, but I think that's fair. It's fair mongering, so you get scared now, right? But I think you can lose, man, because the younger people want to put Kamala Harris over there. They remember last election, he lost the popular vote. Think about it. You know how many people between the last election and now that didn't vote in the last election will be able to vote now?
I know that. Yeah. A lot. There's a lot. 1 million. There's 10, 50 million young people.
And they got 10 million more women than men in America, and 3 million more registered voters, female and male in America. So that they tell you right there. The female they go for she. So I think America ready for
female block.
Yeah.
I think they might think a female white supposed to have block. They got shoot the block.
Hillary had too many baggage.
Yeah.
Shoot her husband. Plus Obama was well loved, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's a charismatic person, so yeah, he would have won that.
Yeah. So that we don't wrap up. Any closing remarks, Davido?
You know, just our listeners, thanks for supporting and listening to the Real Talk, and hope to do it next week again.
Yeah, I'd like to big up Davido's sponsors, Marlon Castillo, the shop, Bell Scots, the Ticket Scots, and KLN Bike Shop, KNL Ladan Kelly Bike Shop in Port Loyola area. With that, until next week, we'll be here again next week to wrap it up. I'd like to thank God for blessing us and caring for us. Thank God for taking care of Brother Barney. His power and His strength and His greatness. We love you. Bless.
I me say, yeah, yeah, yeah. This are the real talk show. Wisdom for all. With Mr. Palace, I me say, hey, hey, hey. This are the real talk show. Now we speak the facts, them. Mr. Palace, I me say, hey, hey, hey. This a Palace on the real talk show.